Welcome to Godlike Academy. For real, free practice exam questions, head to godlikeexams.com. And if these cloud certification lessons help you prep, hit subscribe and like. It really helps the channel. Question 1. A company is moving an on-premises data center to the AWS cloud. The company must migrate 50 petabytes of file storage data to AWS with the least possible operational overhead. Which AWS service or resource should the company use to meet these requirements? Option A, AWS Snowmobile. Option B, AWS Snowball Edge. Option C, AWS Data Exchange. Option D, AWS Database Migration Service, AWS DMS. The correct answer is A, AWS Snowmobile. The correct answer is A, AWS Snowmobile. According to official AWS documentation, AWS Snowmobile is designed for petabyte-scale data migrations and transfers, making it the most suitable option for moving 50 petabytes of file storage data with minimal operational overhead. Question 2. A company has an application with robust hardware requirements. The application must be accessed by students who are using lightweight, low-cost laptops. Which AWS service will help the company deploy the application without investing in back-end infrastructure or high-end client hardware? Option A, Amazon AppStream 2. Option B, AWS AppSync. Option C, Amazon WorkLink. Option D, AWS Elastic Beanstalk. The correct answer is A, Amazon AppStream 2. Amazon AppStream 2 is the correct choice because it allows users to stream resource-intensive applications from the cloud, eliminating the need for high-end client hardware and back-end infrastructure investment. This service is ideal for delivering a seamless application experience to users with lightweight devices such as low-cost laptops. Question 3. A company wants to query its server logs to gain insights about its customers' experiences. Which AWS service will store this data most cost-effectively? Option A, Amazon Aurora. Option B, Amazon Elastic File System, Amazon EFS. Option C, Amazon Elastic Block Store, Amazon EBS. Option D, Amazon S3. The correct answer is D, Amazon S3. Amazon S3 is the most cost-effective option for storing server logs as it provides low-cost, scalable storage for large amounts of data. It is designed to store and retrieve any amount of data from anywhere at any time, making it ideal for long-term storage and analysis of log files. Question 4. Which of the following is a recommended design principle for AWS cloud architecture? Option A, design tightly coupled components. Option B, build a single application component that can handle all the application functionality. Option C, make large changes on fewer iterations to reduce chances of failure. Option D, avoid monolithic architecture by segmenting workloads. The correct answer is D, avoid monolithic architecture by segmenting workloads. According to AWS best practices, avoiding monolithic architecture and instead segmenting workloads into smaller, loosely coupled services enhances scalability, reliability, and maintainability of applications in the cloud. Question 5. Which AWS service helps users audit API activity across their AWS account? Option A, AWS CloudTrail. Option B, Amazon Inspector. Option C, AWS WAF. Option D, AWS Config. The correct answer is A, AWS CloudTrail. AWS CloudTrail is the correct answer because it provides IPI activity monitoring and logging across an entire AWS account, capturing IPI calls made to AWS services, including the identity of the IPI caller, the time of the IPI call, parameters passed to AWS, and the return value. This service helps users audit IPI activity comprehensively. Question 6. Which task is a customer's responsibility according to the AWS Shared Responsibility Model? Option A, management of the guest operating systems. Option B, maintenance of the configuration of infrastructure devices. Option C, management of the host operating systems and virtualization. Option D, maintenance of the software that powers availability zones. The correct answer is A, management of the guest operating systems. According to the AWS Shared Responsibility Model, customers are responsible for managing the guest operating systems they run on AWS services like Amazon EC2 instances. This includes tasks such as applying security updates, configuration management, and ensuring compliance with security policies. Question 7. A company wants to automatically add and remove Amazon EC2 instances. The company wants the EC2 instances to adjust to varying workloads dynamically. Which service or feature will meet these requirements? Option A, Amazon DynamoDB. Option B, Amazon EC2 Spot instances. Option C, AWS Snow Family. Option D, Amazon EC2 Autoscaling. The correct answer is D, Amazon EC2 Autoscaling. Amazon EC2 Autoscaling adjusts the number of EC2 instances to match the application's current demand, which allows for automatic addition and removal of instances based on varying workloads. This service is specifically designed to handle dynamic scaling needs as described in the question. Question 8. A user wants to securely automate the management and rotation of credentials that are shared between applications while spending the least amount of time on managing tasks. Which AWS service or feature can be used to accomplish this? Option A, AWS Cloud HSM. Option B, AWS Key Management Service, AWS KMS. Option C, AWS Secrets Manager. Option D, server-side encryption. The correct answer is C, AWS Secrets Manager. AWS Secrets Manager automates the rotation of secrets and can integrate with applications to manage credentials securely, reducing the need for manual management. This service is specifically designed to handle the secure storage and automatic rotation of database credentials, IPI keys, and other secrets. Question 9. Which security service automatically recognizes and classifies sensitive data or intellectual property on AWS? Option A, Amazon GuardDuty. Option B, Amazon Macie. Option C, Amazon Inspector. Option D, AWS Shield. The correct answer is B, Amazon Macie. Amazon Macie is the correct answer because it automatically discovers, classifies, and protects sensitive data stored in AWS services using machine learning. It recognizes and classifies sensitive data or intellectual property without requiring users to set up complex rules. Question 10. Which actions are best practices for an AWS account root user? Choose 2. This is a select all that apply question. Option A, share root user credentials with team members. Option B, create multiple root users for the account, separated by environment. Option C, enable multi-factor authentication, MFI, on the root user. Option D, create an IAM user with administrator privileges for daily administrative tasks instead of using the root user. Option E, use programmatic access instead of the root user and password. The correct answers are C and D according to AWS best practices, enabling multi-factor authentication, MFI, on the root user. Option C adds an extra layer of security by requiring a second form of verification in addition to the password. Additionally, creating an IAM user with administrator privileges for daily administrative tasks instead of using the root user, option D, is recommended because it helps adhere to the principle of least privilege and reduces the risk associated with root user usage. Question 11. A company is running a critical workload on an Amazon RDS DB instance. The company needs the DB instance to be highly available with a recovery time of less than 5 minutes. Which solution will meet these requirements? Option A, create a red replica of the DB instance. Option B, create a template of the DB instance by using AWS CloudFormation. Option C, take frequent snapshots of the DB instance. Store the snapshots in Amazon S3. Option D, modify the DB instance to be a multi-IZ deployment. The correct answer is demodify the DB instance to be a multi-IZ deployment. Modifying the DB instance to be a multi-IZ deployment, option D, will meet the requirements for high availability and recovery time of less than 5 minutes, as AWS automatically provisions and maintains a synchronous standby replica in a different availability zone. In case of an outage, AWS RDS performs an automatic failover to the healthy replica with minimal downtime. Question 12. A company plans to migrate its application to AWS and run the application on Amazon EC2 instances. The application will have continuous usage for 1 year. Which EC2 instance purchasing option will meet these requirements most cost-effectively? Option A, reserved instances. Option B, spot instances. Option C, on-demand instances. Option D, dedicated hosts. The correct answer is A, reserved instances. Reserved instances provide significant discounts compared to on-demand prices for EC2 instances when you know the continuous usage requirements in advance, which aligns with the company's 1-year continuous usage plan. This makes reserved instances the most cost-effective option for this scenario. Question 13. A company needs to transfer data between an Amazon S3 bucket and an on-premises application. Who is responsible for the security of this data according to the AWS shared responsibility model? Option A, the company. Option B, AWS. Option C, firewall vendor. Option D, AWS marketplace partner. The correct answer is A, the company. According to the AWS shared responsibility model, the customer is responsible for securing their data at rest and in transit. Therefore, when transferring data between an Amazon S3 bucket and an on-premises application, the company is responsible for ensuring the security of this data. Question 14. Which pillar of the AWS well-architected framework refers to the ability of a system to recover from infrastructure or service disruptions and dynamically acquire computing resources to meet demand? Option A, security. Option B, reliability. Option C, performance efficiency. Option D, cost optimization. The correct answer is B, reliability. The correct answer is B, Reliability. According to the AWS well-architected framework, the reliability pillar focuses on the ability of a system to recover from infrastructure or service disruptions and dynamically acquire computing resources to meet demand, ensuring that the system is highly available and resilient. Question 15. A company wants to identify Amazon S3 buckets that are shared with another AWS account. Which AWS service or feature will meet these requirements? Option A, AWS Lake Formation. Option B, IAM Credential Report. Option C, Amazon CloudWatch. Option D, IAM Access Analyzer. The correct answer is D, IAM Access Analyzer. IAM Access Analyzer automatically discovers and visualizes the permissions for your resources, including identifying when an Amazon S3 bucket is shared with another AWS account. This makes it the appropriate service to identify such sharing configurations. Question 16. Which AWS service gives users the ability to build interactive business intelligence dashboards that include machine learning insights? Option A, Amazon Athena. Option B, Amazon Kendra. Option C, Amazon QuickSight. Option D, Amazon Redshift. The correct answer is C, Amazon QuickSight. Amazon QuickSight is the correct answer because it is an AWS service that enables users to create interactive business intelligence dashboards and provides built-in machine learning features for advanced analytics, such as forecasting and anomaly detection. Question 17. Which of the following is an AWS value proposition that describes a user's ability to scale infrastructure based on demand? Option A, speed of innovation. Option B, resource elasticity. Option C, decoupled architecture. Option D, global deployment. The correct answer is B, resource elasticity. Resource elasticity is the AWS value proposition that allows users to scale infrastructure based on demand, enabling them to increase or decrease resources as needed without manual intervention. Question 18. Which action is a security best practice for access to sensitive data that is stored in an Amazon S3 bucket? Option A, enable S3 cross-region replication, CRR, on the S3 bucket. Option B, use IAM roles for applications that require access to the S3 bucket. Option C, configure AWS WAF to prevent unauthorized access to the S3 bucket. Option D, configure Amazon Guard Duty to prevent unauthorized access to the S3 bucket. The correct answer is B, use IAM roles for applications that require access to the S3 bucket. Using IAM roles, option B, is a security best practice for granting applications access to an S3 bucket because it adheres to the principle of least privilege, ensuring that applications have only the permissions they need. This approach enhances security by limiting exposure and potential damage from unauthorized actions. Question 19. A company wants to know more about the benefits offered by cloud computing. The company wants to understand the operational advantage of agility. How does AWS provide agility for users? Option A, the ability to ensure high availability by deploying workloads to multiple regions. Option B, a pay-as-you-go model for many services and resources. Option C, the ability to transfer infrastructure management to the AWS cloud. Option D, the ability to provision and deprovision resources quickly with minimal effort. The correct answer is D, the ability to provision and deprovision resources quickly with minimal effort. According to AWS documentation, agility in cloud computing refers to the speed at which users can adapt their IT resources to changing business needs. Option D correctly identifies that AWS provides this agility through its capability to rapidly provision and deprovision resources with minimal effort, allowing businesses to quickly scale up or down as needed. Question 20. A company needs a central user portal so that users can log in to third-party business applications that support Security Assertion Markup Language, SAML2, which AWS service will meet this requirement. Option A, AWS Identity and Access Management, IAM. Option B, Amazon Cognito. Option C, AWS IAM Identity Center, AWS Single Sign-On. Option D, AWS CLI. The correct answer is C, AWS IAM Identity Center, AWS Single Sign-On. AWS IAM Identity Center, formerly known as AWS Single Sign-On, supports SAML2, enabling users to access third-party business applications through a central user portal. This service is specifically designed for single sign-on capabilities across multiple applications and services. Question 21. Which AWS service should users use to learn about AWS service availability and operations? Option A, Amazon Event Bridge. Option B, AWS Service Catalog. Option C, AWS Control Tower. Option D, AWS Health Dashboard. The correct answer is D, AWS Health Dashboard. AWS Health Dashboard provides real-time visibility into the health and status of all AWS services and your AWS resources. It is designed to help users monitor service availability and operational issues, making it the correct choice for learning about AWS service availability and operations. Question 22. Which AWS service or tool can be used to capture information about inbound and outbound traffic in an Amazon VPC? Option A, VPC Flow Logs. Option B, Amazon Inspector. Option C, VPC Endpoint Services. Option D, NAT Gateway. The correct answer is A, VPC Flow Logs. VPC Flow Logs is the correct answer because it captures information about the IP traffic going to and from network interfaces in a VPC, as stated in official AWS documentation. Other options like Amazon Inspector, VPC Endpoint Services, and NAT Gateway do not provide this specific functionality. Question 23. What is the customer always responsible for managing according to the AWS shared responsibility model? Option A, software licenses. Option B, networking. Option C, customer data. Option D, encryption keys. The correct answer is C, customer data. According to the AWS shared responsibility model, the customer is always responsible for managing their own data, including how it is used, protected, and compliant with regulations. This means ensuring the integrity, confidentiality, and availability of the data stored on AWS services. Question 24. Which AWS service can be used to retrieve compliance reports on demand? Option A, AWS Secrets Manager. Option B, AWS Artifact. Option C, AWS Security Hub. Option D, AWS Certificate Manager. The correct answer is B, AWS Artifact. AWS Artifact provides on-demand access to compliance documentation for AWS, such as SOC and PCI reports. This makes it the correct choice for retrieving compliance reports on demand. Question 25. Which AWS service enables users to check for vulnerabilities on Amazon EC2 instances by using predefined assessment templates? Option A, AWS WAF. Option B, AWS Trusted Advisor. Option C, Amazon Inspector. Option D, AWS Shield. The correct answer is C, Amazon Inspector. Amazon Inspector is an automated security assessment service that helps improve the security and compliance of applications deployed on AWS. It automatically assesses applications for vulnerabilities or deviations from best practices by using predefined assessment templates, making it suitable for checking vulnerabilities on Amazon EC2 instances. Question 26. A company plans to migrate to the AWS cloud. The company is gathering information about its on-premises infrastructure and requires information such as the hostname, IP address, and MAC address. Which AWS service will meet these requirements? Option A, AWS DataSync. Option B, AWS Application Migration Service. Option C, AWS Application Discovery Service. Option D, AWS Database Migration Service, AWS DMS. The correct answer is C, AWS Application Discovery Service. The correct answer is C, AWS Application Discovery Service. This service gathers information about on-premises servers, networks, and processes to help plan the migration to AWS Cloud, including details such as hostname, IP address, and MAC address. Question 27. Which action will help increase security in the AWS Cloud? Option A, enable programmatic access for all IAM users. Option B, use IAM users instead of IAM roles to delegate permissions. Option C, rotate access keys on a recurring basis. Option D, use inline policies instead of customer-managed policies. The correct answer is C, rotate access keys on a recurring basis. Rotating access keys on a recurring basis helps increase security in the AWS cloud by reducing the risk of key compromise over time, as recommended by AWS best practices. Question 28. A company is planning to migrate its application to the AWS cloud. Which AWS tool or set of resources should the company use to analyze and assess its readiness for migration? Option A, AWS Cloud Adoption Framework, AWS CIF. Option B, AWS Pricing Calculator. Option C, AWS Well-Architected Framework. Option D, AWS Budgets. The correct answer is A, AWS Cloud Adoption Framework, AWS CIF. The correct answer is A, AWS Cloud Adoption Framework, AWS CIF, because it provides a structured approach to help organizations plan and execute their cloud adoption journey, including assessing readiness for migration. This framework offers guidance on key areas such as people, processes, technology, and measurement, which are essential for successful cloud migration. Question 29. Which of the following describes some of the core functionality of Amazon S3? Option A, Amazon S3 is a high-performance block storage service that is designed for use with Amazon EC2. Option B, Amazon S3 is an object storage service that provides high-level performance, security, scalability, and data availability. Option C, Amazon S3 is a fully managed, highly reliable, and scalable file storage system that is accessible over the industry standard SMB protocol. Option D, Amazon S3, is a scalable, fully managed elastic NFS for use with AWS cloud services and on-premises resources. The correct answer is B. Amazon S3 is an object storage service that provides high-level performance, security, scalability, and data availability. According to official AWS documentation, Amazon S3 is an object storage service known for its high-level performance, security, scalability, and data availability. This makes option B the correct description of some core functionalities of Amazon S3. Question 30. Which AWS benefit is demonstrated by on-demand technology services that enable companies to replace upfront fixed expenses with variable expenses? Option A, high availability. Option B, economies of scale. Option C, pay-as-you-go pricing. Option D, global reach. The correct answer is C, pay-as-you-go pricing. The correct answer is C, pay-as-you-go pricing. This AWS benefit allows companies to replace upfront fixed expenses with variable expenses by paying only for the actual usage of on-demand technology services, as documented in official AWS materials. Question 31. Which AWS services or features enable users to connect on-premises networks to a VPC? Choose 2. This is a select all that apply question. Option A, AWS VPN. Option B, Elastic Load Balancing. Option C, AWS Direct Connect. Option D, VPC peering. Option E, Amazon CloudFront. The correct answers are A and C. AWS VPN and AWS Direct Connect are the services that enable users to connect on-premises networks to a VPC. According to AWS documentation, AWS VPN provides an encrypted connection over the internet, while AWS Direct Connect offers dedicated private connectivity from on-premises to a VPC. Question 32. A user needs to quickly deploy a non-relational database on AWS. The user does not want to manage the underlying hardware or the database software. Which AWS service can be used to accomplish this? Option A, Amazon RDS. Option B, Amazon DynamoDB. Option C, Amazon Aurora. Option D, Amazon Redshift. The correct answer is B, Amazon DynamoDB. Amazon DynamoDB is a fully managed NoSQL database service provided by AWS, which allows users to store and retrieve any amount of data, with any level of throughput, without managing any servers. This makes it the correct choice for deploying a non-relational database without managing underlying hardware or software. Question 33. Which actions are examples of a company's effort to right-size its AWS resources to control cloud costs? Choose 2. This is a select all that apply question. Option A, switch from Amazon RDS to Amazon DynamoDB to accommodate NoSQL datasets. Option B, base the selection of Amazon EC2 instance types on past utilization patterns. Option C, use Amazon S3 lifecycle policies to move objects that users access infrequently to lower-cost storage tiers. Option D, use multi-Z deployments for Amazon RDS. Option E, replace existing Amazon EC2 instances with AWS Elastic Beanstalk. The correct answers are B and C, right-sizing, involves selecting the appropriate resources based on actual usage patterns, option B, and optimizing storage costs by moving less frequently accessed data to cheaper tiers, option C, both of which are effective strategies for cost control in AWS. Question 34. Which AWS service or feature can a company use to apply security rules to specific Amazon EC2 instances? Option A, network ACLs. Option B, security groups. Option C, AWS Trusted Advisor. Option D, AWS WAF. The correct answer is B, security groups. Security groups act as virtual firewalls for your EC2 instances, controlling the traffic allowed to reach them. They are stateful, meaning that if you allow incoming traffic of a certain type, the corresponding outgoing traffic is automatically allowed without needing an explicit rule. Question 35. Which design principles support the reliability pillar of the AWS well-architected framework? Choose 2. This is a select all that apply question. Option A, perform operations as code. Option B, enable traceability. Option C, automatically scale to meet demand. Option D, deploy resources globally to improve response time. Option E, automatically recover from failure. The correct answers are C and E according to the AWS well-architected framework. Reliability focuses on ensuring a workload runs effectively and recovers quickly from failures. Option C, automatically scale to meet demand, supports this by ensuring resources can handle varying loads without manual intervention. Option E, automatically recover from failure, directly addresses the need for systems to be resilient and capable of recovering from issues with minimal impact on users. Question 36. A company that uses AWS needs to transfer 2 TB of data. Which type of transfer of that data would result in no cost for the company? Option A, inbound data transfer from the internet. Option B, outbound data transfer to the internet. Option C, data transfer between AWS regions. Option D, data transfer between availability zones. The correct answer is A, inbound data transfer from the internet. According to official AWS documentation, inbound data transfer from the internet to an AWS region is free of charge. This means that when a company uploads or transfers data into AWS services, such as Amazon S3, there are no charges for the incoming data transfer. Question 37. A company wants to create templates that the company can reuse to deploy multiple AWS resources. Which AWS service or feature can the company use to meet this requirement? Option A, AWS Marketplace. Option B, Amazon Machine Image, IMI. Option C, AWS CloudFormation. Option D, AWS OpsWorks. The correct answer is C, AWS CloudFormation. AWS CloudFormation allows users to create templates that can be used to deploy and manage a collection of related AWS resources as a single unit, known as a stack. This service is specifically designed for the creation, deployment, and management of AWS infrastructure using these reusable templates. Question 38. A company is building an application that requires the ability to send, store, and receive messages between application components. The company has another requirement to process messages in first-in, first-out FIFO order. Which AWS service should the company use? Option A, AWS Step Functions. Option B, Amazon Simple Notification Service, Amazon SNS. Option C, Amazon Kinesis Data Streams. Option D, Amazon Simple Queue Service, Amazon SQS. The correct answer is D. Amazon Simple Queue Service, Amazon SQS. Amazon Simple Queue Service, Amazon SQS, supports both standard and FIFO queues, ensuring that messages are processed in the exact order they were sent, which meets the company's requirement for first-in, first-out FIFO message processing. Other options do not specifically support FIFO ordering as a core feature. Question 39. Which AWS service or feature is a browser-based, pre-authenticated service that can be launched directly from the AWS Management Console? Option A, AWS IPI. Option B, AWS Lightsail. Option C, AWS Cloud9. Option D, AWS Cloud Shell. The correct answer is D, AWS Cloud Shell. AWS Cloud Shell is a browser-based, pre-authenticated shell that can be launched directly from the AWS Management Console, providing immediate access to common command line tools and utilities without requiring any setup or configuration. Question 40. A company wants to migrate its database to a managed AWS service that is compatible with Postgres. Which AWS services will meet these requirements? Choose two. This is a select all that apply question. Option A, Amazon Athena. Option B, Amazon RDS. Option C, Amazon EC2. Option D, Amazon DynamoDB. Option E, Amazon Aurora. The correct answers are B and E. Amazon RDS and Amazon Aurora are both managed database services on AWS that support Postgres compatibility. Amazon RDS allows you to run and scale relational databases in the cloud with support for Postgres engines, while Amazon Aurora is a MySQL and Postgres-compatible relational database built for the cloud, offering performance and availability. Question 41. A company has a fleet of cargo ships. The cargo ships have sensors that collect data at sea where there is intermittent or no internet connectivity. The company needs to collect, format, and process the data at sea and move the data to AWS later. Which AWS service should the company use to meet these requirements? Option A, AWS IoT Core. Option B, Amazon Lightsail. Option C, AWS Storage Gateway. Option D, AWS Snowball Edge. The correct answer is D, AWS Snowball Edge. AWS Snowball Edge is designed to collect, process, and move large amounts of data from remote or disconnected locations to the cloud. It provides on-board storage and compute capabilities that can be used for data processing at sea when internet connectivity is intermittent or unavailable. Question 42. A company hosts an application on multiple Amazon EC2 instances. The application uses Amazon's simple notification service, Amazon SNS, to send messages. Which AWS service or feature will give the application permission to access required AWS services? Option A, AWS Certificate Manager, ICM. Option B, IAM Roles. Option C, AWS Security Hub. Option D, Amazon Guard Duty. The correct answer is B, IAM Roles. IAM roles provide the necessary permissions for applications running on EC2 instances to access other AWS services securely, such as Amazon SNS. By attaching an appropriate policy to an IAM role and assigning that role to the EC2 instance, the application can perform actions within its granted permissions. Question 43. A user has limited knowledge of AWS services but wants to quickly deploy a scalable Node.js application in the AWS cloud. Which service should be used to deploy the application? Option A, AWS CloudFormation. Option B, AWS Elastic Beanstalk. Option C, Amazon EC2. Option D, AWS OpsWorks. The correct answer is B, AWS Elastic Beanstalk. AWS Elastic Beanstalk is the correct choice because it simplifies the deployment and scaling of applications by managing the underlying AWS resources automatically. It supports Node.js directly, allowing users with limited AWS knowledge to deploy scalable applications without needing to configure individual AWS services manually. Question 44. A company needs a content delivery network that provides secure delivery of data, videos, applications, and APIs to users globally with low latency and high transfer speeds. Which AWS service meets these requirements? Option A, Amazon CloudFront. Option B, Elastic Load Balancing. Option C, Amazon S3. Option D, Amazon Elastic Transcoder. The correct answer is A, Amazon CloudFront. Amazon CloudFront is a global content delivery network, CDN service that securely delivers data, videos, applications, and APIs to customers with low latency and high transfer speeds. This makes it the appropriate choice for the company's requirements as described. Question 45. A company needs to use third-party software for its workload on AWS. Which AWS service or feature can the company use to purchase the software? Option A, AWS Resource Access Manager. Option B, AWS Managed Services. Option C, AWS License Manager. Option D, AWS Marketplace. The correct answer is D, AWS Marketplace. AWS Marketplace is the correct choice because it provides a catalog of third-party software that can be easily deployed on AWS. This service allows customers to find, test, buy, and deploy software that runs on AWS. Question 46. A company needs fully managed, highly reliable, and scalable file storage that is accessible over the server message block, SMB protocol. Which AWS service will meet these requirements? Option A, Amazon S3. Option B, Amazon Elastic File System, Amazon EFS. Option C, Amazon FSx for Windows File Server. Option D, Amazon Elastic Block Store, Amazon EBS. The correct answer is C, Amazon FSx for Windows File Server. Amazon FSx for Windows File Server provides fully managed, highly reliable, and scalable file storage that is accessible over the SMB protocol, meeting all of the company's requirements. Question 47. A company needs to centrally configure and manage Amazon VPC security groups across multiple AWS accounts within an organization in AWS organizations. Which AWS service should the company use to meet these requirements? Option A, AWS Firewall Manager. Option B, Amazon Guard Duty. Option C, Amazon Detective. Option D, AWS WAF. The correct answer is A, AWS Firewall Manager. AWS Firewall Manager is designed to centrally configure and manage security groups, network ACLs, and other security settings across multiple accounts within an organization in AWS organizations. This makes it the appropriate choice for the company's requirement. Question 48. Which task is a responsibility of AWS according to the AWS Shared Responsibility Model? Option A, configure identity and access management for applications. Option B, manage encryption options for data that is stored on AWS. Option C, configure security groups for Amazon EC2 instances. Option D, maintain the physical hardware of the infrastructure. The correct answer is D, maintain the physical hardware of the infrastructure. According to the AWS shared responsibility model, maintaining the physical hardware of the infrastructure is a responsibility of AWS. This includes tasks such as managing data center equipment and environmental controls. Question 49. A company has an Amazon EC2 instance in a private subnet. The company wants to initiate a connection to the internet to pull operating system updates while preventing traffic from the internet from accessing the EC2 instance. Which AWS managed service allows this? Option A, VPC endpoint. Option B, NAT gateway. Option C, Amazon private link. Option D, VPC peering. The correct answer is B, NAT gateway. The correct answer is B, NAT gateway. A NAT gateway allows instances in a private subnet to connect to the internet for tasks such as pulling OS updates, while preventing inbound traffic from the internet to access those instances directly. Question 50. Which actions are the responsibility of AWS according to the AWS shared responsibility model? Choose 2. This is a select all that apply question. Option A, securing the virtualization layer. Option B, patching the operating system on Amazon EC2 instances. Option C, enforcing a strict password policy for IAM users. Option D, patching the operating system on Amazon RDS instances. Option E, configuring security groups and network ACLs. The correct answers are A and D, according to the AWS shared responsibility model. AWS is responsible for securing the virtualization layer, option A, and patching the operating system on managed services like Amazon RDS, option D. However, patching EC2 instance O says, option B, enforcing IAM password policies, option C, and configuring security groups network ACLs, option E, are responsibilities of the customer. Question 51. A company is storing data that will not be frequently accessed in the AWS cloud. If the company needs to access the data needs to be retrieved within 12 hours. The company wants a solution that is cost-effective for storage costs for each gigabyte. Which Amazon S3 storage class will meet these requirements? Option A, S3 standard. Option B, S3 Glacier Flexible Retrieval. Option C, S3 One Zone Infrequent Access, S3 One Zone II. Option D, S3 Standard Infrequent Access, S3 Standard II. The correct answer is B, S3 Glacier Flexible Retrieval. The correct answer is D, S3 Standard Infrequent Access, S3 Standard II. This storage class is designed for data that is infrequently accessed but requires rapid access when needed, with retrieval times typically within minutes. It offers lower pricing compared to S3 Standard while meeting the requirement of retrieving data within 12 hours. Question 52. Which AWS service or resource can be used to identify services that have been used by a user within a specified date range? Option A, Amazon S3 Access Control Lists, ACLs. Option B, AWS Certificate Manager, ICM. Option C, Network Access Analyzer. Option D, AWS Identity and Access Management Access Analyzer. The correct answer is D, AWS Identity and Access Management Access Analyzer. AWS Identity and Access Management, IAM Access Analyzer, can be used to analyze and identify services that have been accessed by a user within a specified date range, based on CloudTrail logs. This feature helps in understanding the permissions and actions taken by users or roles. Question 53. A company needs to engage third-party consultants to help maintain and support its AWS environment and the company's business needs. Which AWS service or resource will meet these requirements? Option A, AWS support. Option B, AWS organizations. Option C, AWS service catalog. Option D, AWS partner network, APN. The correct answer is D, AWS partner network, APN. The correct answer is D, AWS partner network, APN. According to AWS documentation, APN provides access to third-party consultants and partners who can help maintain and support an organization's AWS environment and align it with the company's business needs. Question 54. A company wants to create Amazon QuickSight dashboards every week by using its billing data. Which AWS feature or tool can the company use to meet these requirements? Option A, AWS budgets. Option B, AWS Cost Explorer. Option C, AWS Cost and Usage Report. Option D, AWS Cost Anomaly Detection. The correct answer is C, AWS Cost and Usage Report. AWS Cost and Usage Reports provide detailed cost and usage data that can be scheduled to run weekly, making it suitable for creating Amazon QuickSight dashboards with billing data. Other options like AWS Budgets, AWS Cost Explorer, and AWS Cost Anomaly Detection do not offer the same level of customizable detail or scheduling capability directly for QuickSight integration as AWS Cost and Usage Reports. Question 55. A company is planning to move data backups to the AWS cloud. The company needs to replace on-premises storage with storage that is cloud-based but locally cached. Which AWS service meets these requirements? Option A, AWS Storage Gateway. Option B, AWS Snowcone. Option C, AWS Backup. Option D, Amazon Elastic File System, Amazon EFS. The correct answer is A, AWS Storage Gateway. AWS Storage Gateway is designed to integrate on-premises storage with cloud storage, providing a way to locally cache data before storing it in the AWS cloud. This service meets the requirement for replacing on-premises storage with cloud-based storage that includes local caching. Question 56. A company needs to organize its resources and track AWS costs on a detailed level. The company needs to categorize costs by business department, environment, and application. Which solution will meet these requirements? Option A, access the AWS Cost Management Console to organize resources, set an AWS budget, and receive notifications of unintentional usage. Option B, use tags to organize the resources. Activate cost allocation tags to track AWS costs on a detailed level. Option C, create Amazon CloudWatch dashboards to visually organize and track costs individually. Option D, access the AWS Billing and Cost Management dashboard to organize and track resource consumption on a detailed level. The correct answer is B, use tags to organize the resources. Activate cost allocation tags to track AWS costs on a detailed level. According to AWS documentation, using tags to categorize resources and activating cost allocation tags allows for detailed tracking of AWS costs by business department, environment, and application. This method provides the granularity needed to meet the company's requirements. Question 57. A company needs to plan, schedule, and run hundreds of thousands of computing jobs on AWS. Which AWS service can the company use to meet this requirement? Option A, AWS Step Functions. Option B, AWS Service Catalog. Option C, Amazon Simple Queue Service, Amazon SQS. Option D, AWS Batch. The correct answer is D, AWS Batch. AWS Batch is specifically designed to run hundreds of thousands of batch computing jobs efficiently by managing the required compute resources on AWS. It allows users to run batch computing workloads of any scale, making it the most suitable service for this requirement. Question 58. Which AWS services or features provide high availability and low latency by enabling failover across different AWS regions? Choose 2. This is a select all that apply question. Option A, Amazon Route 53. Option B, Network Load Balancer. Option C, Amazon S3 Transfer Acceleration. Option D, AWS Global Accelerator. Option E, Application Load Balancer. The correct answers are A and D. Amazon Route 53 and AWS Global Accelerator are designed to provide high availability and low latency by enabling failover across different AWS regions. Amazon Route 53 supports active-active or active-passive failover configurations, while AWS Global Accelerator uses static IP addresses to route traffic to the optimal region. Question 59. Which of the following is a way to use Amazon EC2 auto-scaling groups to scale capacity in the AWS cloud? Option A, scale the number of EC2 instances in or out automatically, based on demand. Option B, use serverless EC2 instances. Option C, scale the size of EC2 instances up or down automatically, based on demand. Option D, transfer unused CPU resources between EC2 instances. The correct answer is A, scale the number of EC2 instances in or out automatically, based on demand. According to AWS documentation, Amazon EC2 auto-scaling groups can be used to scale the number of EC2 instances in or out automatically based on demand. Option A. This is a core functionality of EC2 auto-scaling designed to maintain application availability and allow it to dynamically scale. Options B, C, and D do not accurately describe the capabilities of EC2 auto-scaling as per AWS documentation. Question 60. Which abilities are benefits of the AWS cloud? Choose 2. This is a select all that apply question. Option A, trade variable expenses for capital expenses. Option B, deploy globally in minutes. Option C, plan capacity in advance of deployments. Option D, take advantage of economies of scale. Option E, reduce dependencies on network connectivity. The correct answers are B and D. The AWS cloud enables users to deploy resources globally within minutes by leveraging its extensive global infrastructure, allowing for quick expansion and deployment across multiple regions. B. Additionally, the economies of scale benefit means that AWS can offer cost-effective services due to the large scale at which they operate, passing savings on to customers. D. Question 61. Which AWS security service protects applications from distributed denial of service attacks with always-on detection and automatic inline mitigations? Option A, Amazon Inspector. Option B, AWS Web Application Firewall, AWS WAF. Option C, Elastic Load Balancing, ELB. Option D, AWS Shield. The correct answer is D, AWS Shield. AWS Shield is designed to protect applications from DDoS attacks with always-on detection and automatic inline mitigations, as per official AWS documentation. This makes it the correct choice for defending against such threats compared to other services listed. Question 62. Which AWS service allows users to model and provision AWS resources using common programming languages? Option A, AWS CloudFormation. Option B, AWS Code Pipeline. Option C, AWS Cloud Development Kit, AWS CDK. Option D, AWS Systems Manager. The correct answer is C, AWS Cloud Development Kit, AWS CDK. The correct answer is C, AWS Cloud Development Kit, AWS CDK. The AWS CDK allows users to model and provision AWS resources using familiar programming languages such as TypeScript, Python, Java, and C. This enables infrastructure as code, ISC practices by leveraging the syntax and features of these languages. Question 63. Which Amazon EC2 instance pricing model can provide discounts of up to 90%? Option A, reserved instances. Option B, on-demand. Option C, dedicated hosts. Option D, spot instances. The correct answer is D, spot instances. Spot instances can provide discounts of up to 90% compared to the on-demand hourly price for the same instance type, based on surplus capacity in the AWS infrastructure. Question 64. Which of the following acts as an instance-level firewall to control inbound and outbound access? Option A, network access control list. Option B, security groups. Option C, AWS Trusted Advisor. Option D, virtual private gateways. The correct answer is B, security groups. Security groups act as an instance-level firewall to control inbound and outbound traffic for Amazon EC2 instances, based on rules defined by the user. This aligns with official AWS documentation, which specifies that security groups are stateful firewalls that control access to your EC2 instances. Question 65. A company must be able to develop, test, and launch an application in the AWS cloud quickly. Which advantage of cloud computing will meet these requirements? Option A, stop guessing capacity. Option B, trade fixed expense for variable expense. Option C, achieve economies of scale. Option D, increase speed and agility. The correct answer is D, increase speed and agility. According to AWS documentation, increasing speed and agility allows organizations to quickly develop, test, and launch applications in the cloud by leveraging flexible resources and services that can be rapidly provisioned. Question 66. A company has teams that have different job roles and responsibilities. The company's employees often change teams. The company needs to manage permissions for the employees so that the permissions are appropriate for the job responsibilities. Which IAM resource should the company use to meet this requirement with the least operational overhead? Option A, IAM user groups. Option B, IAM roles. Option C, IAM instance profiles. Option D, IAM policies for individual users. The correct answer is B, IAM roles. IAM roles are designed to be assumed by different entities, users, services, as needed, making them ideal for managing permissions based on job responsibilities rather than individual identities. This approach reduces operational overhead compared to managing individual user policies or user groups, especially in environments where team membership and roles frequently change. Question 67. Which AWS service can a company use to securely store and encrypt passwords for a database? Option A, AWS Shield. Option B, AWS Secrets Manager. Option C, AWS Identity and Access Management, IAM. Option D, Amazon Cognito. The correct answer is B, AWS Secrets Manager. AWS Secrets Manager is designed to help users protect access to their applications, services, and IT resources without the upfront investment and ongoing maintenance costs of operating your own infrastructure. It can securely store and encrypt database credentials, including passwords. Question 68. What can a cloud practitioner use to retrieve AWS security and compliance documents and submit them as evidence to an auditor or regulator? Option A, AWS Certificate Manager. Option B, AWS Systems Manager. Option C, AWS Artifact. Option D, Amazon Inspector. The correct answer is C, AWS Artifact. AWS Artifact is a service that provides on-demand access to AWS security and compliance documents, such as AWS SOC reports and ISO certifications, which can be retrieved and submitted as evidence to auditors or regulators. Question 69. Which encryption types can be used to protect objects at rest in Amazon S3? Choose 2. This is a select all that apply question. Option A, server-side encryption with Amazon S3 managed encryption keys, ease ES3. Option B, server-side encryption with AWS KMS managed keys, ease EKMS. Option C, TLS. Option D, SSL. Option E, transparent data encryption, TDE. The correct answers are A and B according to AWS documentation. Amazon S3 supports server-side encryption for data at rest using 2 methods, ease ES3 and ease EKMS. Ease ES3 uses keys managed by Amazon S3, while ease EKMS uses customer master keys, CMKs, stored in AWS Key Management Service, AWS KMS. TLS and SSL are used for encrypting data in transit, not at rest, and TDE is a feature of relational databases, not applicable to S3. Question 70. A company wants to integrate its online shopping website with social media login credentials. Which AWS service can the company use to make this integration? Option A, AWS Directory Service. Option B, AWS Identity and Access Management, IAM. Option C, Amazon Cognito. Option D, AWS IAM Identity Center, AWS Single Sign-On. The correct answer is C, Amazon Cognito. Amazon Cognito is the correct choice for integrating social media login credentials into an online shopping website because it enables user sign-up and sign-in, as well as provides scalable authentication, including social identity providers like Facebook, Google, and Amazon. Question 71. Which AWS service is used to track, record, and audit configuration changes made to AWS resources? Option A, AWS Shield. Option B, AWS Config. Option C, AWS IAM. Option D, Amazon Inspector. The correct answer is B, AWS Config. AWS Config is the service designed specifically for recording and auditing configuration changes to AWS resources, providing an ongoing history of the configurations of those resources. This makes it the correct choice for tracking such changes as per official AWS documentation. Question 72. A customer runs an on-demand Amazon Linux EC2 instance for 3 hours, 5 minutes, and 6 seconds. For how much time will the customer be billed? Option A, 3 hours, 5 minutes. Option B, 3 hours, 5 minutes, and 6 seconds. Option C, 3 hours, 6 minutes. Option D, 4 hours. The correct answer is B, 3 hours, 5 minutes, and 6 seconds. According to AWS billing practices for on-demand instances, customers are billed in increments of seconds after the first minute. Therefore, a usage duration of 3 hours, 5 minutes, and 6 seconds will be billed exactly as used, which is option B. Question 73. A company website is experiencing DDoS attacks. Which AWS service can help protect the company website against these attacks? Option A, AWS Resource Access Manager. Option B, AWS Amplify. Option C, AWS Shield. Option D, Amazon Guard Duty. The correct answer is C, AWS Shield. AWS Shield is designed to protect against DDoS attacks by providing always-on detection and automatic inline mitigation. It is specifically tailored for defending web applications running on AWS, making it the correct choice for protecting a company website from DDoS attacks. Question 74. A company wants a customized assessment of its current on-premises environment. The company wants to understand its projected running costs in the AWS cloud. Which AWS service or tool will meet these requirements? Option A, AWS Trusted Advisor. Option B, Amazon Inspector. Option C, AWS Control Tower. Option D, Migration Evaluator. The correct answer is D, Migration Evaluator. Migration Evaluator, part of the AWS Migration Accelerator, provides a customized assessment of on-premises environments and helps estimate projected running costs in the AWS cloud. This makes it the appropriate choice for the company's requirements. Question 75. A company that has multiple business units wants to centrally manage and govern its AWS cloud environments. The company wants to automate the creation of AWS accounts, apply service control policies, SCPs, and simplify billing processes. Which AWS service or tool should the company use to meet these requirements? Option A, AWS Organizations. Option B, Cost Explorer. Option C, AWS Budgets. Option D, AWS Trusted Advisor. The correct answer is A, AWS Organizations. AWS Organizations enables a company to centrally manage and govern multiple AWS accounts, automate account creation, apply service control policies, SCPs for governance, and consolidate billing across all member accounts, thus meeting the specified requirements. Question 76. A company is hosting an application in the AWS cloud. The company wants to verify that underlying AWS services and general AWS infrastructure are operating normally. Which combination of AWS services can the company use to gather the required information? Choose two. This is a select all that apply question. Option A, AWS Personal Health Dashboard. Option B, AWS Systems Manager. Option C, AWS Trusted Advisor. Option D, AWS Service Health Dashboard. Option E, AWS Service Catalog. The correct answers are A and D. The correct answers are a AWS Personal Health Dashboard and D, AWS Service Health Dashboard. The AWS Personal Health Dashboard provides personalized operational insights and proactively alerts you when issues with your AWS resources occur or are about to occur. The AWS Service Health Dashboard shows the current status of all AWS services for each region, indicating any operational issues that may affect the company's application. Question 77. A company needs to migrate a Postgres database from on-premises to Amazon RDS. Which AWS service or tool should the company use to meet this requirement? Option A, Cloud Adoption Readiness Tool. Option B, AWS Migration Hub. Option C, AWS Database Migration Service, AWS DMS. Option D, AWS Application Migration Service. The correct answer is C, AWS Database Migration Service, AWS DMS. The correct answer is C, AWS Database Migration Service, AWS DMS. According to official AWS documentation, AWS DMS is designed for migrating databases to the AWS cloud with minimal downtime and supports Postgres as a source database type for migration to Amazon RDS. Question 78. Which cloud concept is demonstrated by using AWS Compute Optimizer? Option A, Security Validation. Option B, Right-sizing. Option C, Elasticity. Option D, Global Reach. The correct answer is B, Right-sizing. AWS Compute Optimizer provides recommendations to help you right-size your Amazon EC2, auto-scaling groups, and AWS Lambda resources. This means it suggests optimal instance types or configurations that can reduce costs while maintaining or improving performance, which is the essence of right-sizing. Question 79. A company hosts a large amount of data in AWS. The company wants to identify if any of the data should be considered sensitive, which AWS service will meet the requirement. Option A, Amazon Inspector. Option B, Amazon Macie. Option C, AWS Identity and Access Management, IAM. Option D, Amazon CloudWatch. The correct answer is B, Amazon Macie. Amazon Macie is the correct choice because it uses machine learning to automatically discover, classify, and protect sensitive data in AWS environments. It helps organizations identify potential security issues with their data by analyzing data access patterns and usage. Question 80. A user has a stateful workload that will run on Amazon EC2 for the next 3 years. What is the most cost-effective pricing model for this workload? Option A, on-demand instances. Option B, reserved instances. Option C, dedicated instances. Option D, spot instances. The correct answer is B, reserved instances. Reserved instances provide significant discounts compared to on-demand instances when you know the utilization pattern of your workload in advance and plan to run it for a longer period, such as 1 or 3 years. This makes reserved instances the most cost-effective option for stateful workloads with known future requirements. Question 81. Who enables encryption of data at rest for Amazon Elastic Block Store, Amazon EBS? Option A, AWS support. Option B, AWS customers. Option C, AWS Key Management Service, AWS KMS. Option D, AWS Trusted Advisor. The correct answer is B, AWS customers. According to official AWS documentation, AWS customers can enable encryption of data at rest for Amazon Elastic Block Store, Amazon EBS, by selecting the appropriate encryption option when creating a new EBS volume or snapshot. This feature allows customers to maintain control over their data security. Question 82. What can a user accomplish using AWS CloudTrail? Option A, generate an IAM user credentials report. Option B, record IPI calls made to AWS services. Option C, assess the compliance of AWS resource configurations with policies and guidelines. Option D, ensure that Amazon EC2 instances are patched with the latest security updates. The correct answer is B, record IPI calls made to AWS services. AWS CloudTrail is a service that enables governance, compliance, operational auditing, and risk auditing of your AWS account. It records IPI calls made to AWS services and delivers log files to you. Therefore, the correct answer is B. Question 83. A company is planning to host its workloads on AWS. Which AWS service requires the company to update and patch the guest operating system? Option A, Amazon DynamoDB. Option B, Amazon S3. Option C, Amazon EC2. Option D, Amazon Aurora. The correct answer is C, Amazon EC2. Amazon EC2 requires the company to manage and patch the guest operating system of its instances. In contrast, services like Amazon DynamoDB, Amazon S3, and Amazon Aurora are managed services where AWS handles the underlying infrastructure maintenance. Question 84. Which AWS service or feature will search for and identify AWS resources that are shared externally? Option A, Amazon OpenSearch Service. Option B, AWS Control Tower. Option C, AWS IAM Access Analyzer. Option D, AWS Fargate. The correct answer is C, AWS IAM Access Analyzer. AWS IAM Access Analyzer is designed to help you identify and analyze permissions that allow access to your resources from external principals, which includes both public access and cross-account access. This service automatically discovers policies attached to your resources and generates findings for any permissions that allow access from outside of your AWS account. Question 85. A company is migrating its workloads to the AWS cloud. The company must retain full control of patch management for the guest operating systems that host its applications. Which AWS service should the company use to meet these requirements? Option A, Amazon DynamoDB. Option B, Amazon EC2. Option C, AWS Lambda. Option D, Amazon RDS. The correct answer is B, Amazon EC2. Amazon EC2 provides users with full control over the instances, including the ability to manage and apply patches to the guest operating systems themselves. This level of control is not available in services like AWS Lambda or Amazon RDS, where patch management is handled by AWS. Question 86. At what support level do users receive access to a support concierge? Option A, basic support. Option B, developer support. Option C, business support. Option D, enterprise support. The correct answer is D, enterprise support. According to AWS documentation, a support concierge is provided at the enterprise support level. This dedicated resource assists with complex issue management and helps coordinate engagements with other AWS teams. Question 87. Which AWS service can a company use to visually design and build serverless applications? Option A, AWS Lambda. Option B, AWS Batch. Option C, AWS Application Composer. Option D, AWS App Runner. The correct answer is C, AWS Application Composer. AWS Application Composer is designed to help users visually design and build serverless applications by providing a graphical interface for assembling serverless architectures without writing code. This makes it the correct choice among the given options. Question 88. A company wants to migrate to AWS and use the same security software it uses on premises. The security software vendor offers its security software as a service on AWS. Where can the company purchase the security solution? Option A, AWS Partner Solutions Finder. Option B, AWS Support Center. Option C, AWS Management Console. Option D, AWS Marketplace. The correct answer is D, AWS Marketplace. The correct answer is D, AWS Marketplace. According to official AWS documentation, AWS Marketplace is a digital catalog where customers can find, test, buy, and deploy software that runs on AWS. It includes security solutions offered by third-party vendors as a service. Question 89. A company has deployed an Amazon EC2 instance. Which option is an AWS responsibility under the AWS shared responsibility model? Option A, managing and encrypting application data. Option B, installing updates and security patches of guest operating system. Option C, configuration of infrastructure devices. Option D, configuration of security groups on each instance. The correct answer is C, configuration of infrastructure devices. Under the AWS shared responsibility model, AWS is responsible for configuring infrastructure devices such as networking components, storage services, and compute resources. This includes maintaining the underlying hardware and infrastructure that supports these services. Question 90. A company wants to migrate its Postgres database to AWS. The company does not use the database frequently. Which AWS service or resource will meet these requirements with the least management overhead? Option A, Postgres on Amazon EC2. Option B, Amazon RDS for Postgres. Option C, Amazon Aurora Postgres Compatible Edition. Option D, Amazon Aurora Serverless. The correct answer is D, Amazon Aurora Serverless. Amazon Aurora Serverless is the correct choice because it automatically scales capacity in response to traffic changes and requires minimal management overhead, which is ideal for infrequently used databases. It eliminates the need for manual provisioning or scaling. Question 91. A company is using Amazon DynamoDB for its application database. Which tasks are the responsibility of AWS according to the AWS shared responsibility model? Choose 2. This is a select all that apply question. Option A, classify data. Option B, configure access permissions. Option C, manage encryption options. Option D, provide public endpoints to store and retrieve data. Option E, manage the infrastructure layer and the operating system. The correct answers are D and E, according to the AWS shared responsibility model. AWS is responsible for managing the infrastructure layer and the operating system, option E, and providing public endpoints to store and retrieve data, option D. These tasks fall under AWS's purview as they relate to the underlying hardware and software that supports DynamoDB. Question 92. A company wants to create a globally accessible e-commerce platform for its customers. The company wants to use a highly available and scalable DNS web service to connect users to the platform. Which AWS service will meet these requirements? Option A, Amazon EC2. Option B, Amazon VPC. Option C, Amazon Route 53. Option D, Amazon RDS. The correct answer is C, Amazon Route 53. Amazon Route 53 is a highly available and scalable domain name system, DNS, web service that can be used to route end users to Internet applications. It provides the global DNS infrastructure necessary for creating a globally accessible e-commerce platform, making it the correct choice for this scenario. Question 93. Which maintenance task is the customer's responsibility, according to the AWS shared responsibility model? Option A, physical connectivity among availability zones. Option B, network switch maintenance. Option C, hardware updates and firmware patches. Option D, Amazon EC2 updates and security patches. The correct answer is D, Amazon EC2 updates and security patches. According to the AWS shared responsibility model, the customer is responsible for maintaining their own applications, operating systems, and data security on AWS services like Amazon EC2. This includes applying updates and security patches. Question 94. A company wants to improve its security posture by reviewing user activity through API calls. Which AWS service will meet this requirement? Option A, AWS WAF. Option B, Amazon Detective. Option C, Amazon CloudWatch. Option D, AWS CloudTrail. The correct answer is D, AWS CloudTrail. AWS CloudTrail is the correct choice because it enables governance, compliance, and operational auditing of your account by providing event history of your AWS account activity, including API calls made via the AWS Management Console, SDKs, command line tools, and other AWS services. This service allows you to log, continuously monitor, and retain account activity for security analysis and resource change tracking. Question 95. A company is migrating to the AWS cloud and plans to run experimental workloads for 3 to 6 months on AWS. Which pricing model will meet these requirements? Option A, use savings plans for a 3-year term. Option B, use dedicated hosts. Option C, buy reserved instances. Option D, use on-demand instances. The correct answer is D, use on-demand instances. On-demand instances provide flexible, short-term usage without long-term commitments, making them suitable for experimental workloads that are expected to run for 3 to 6 months on Oz. Question 96. A company that has AWS Enterprise support is launching a new version of a popular product in 2 months. The company expects a large increase in traffic to its website. The website is hosted on Amazon EC2 instances. Which action should the company take to assess its readiness to scale for this launch? Option A. Replace the EC2 instances with AWS Lambda functions. Option B. Use AWS Infrastructure Event Management (IEM) support. Option C. Submit a request on AWS Marketplace to monitor the event. Option D. Review the coverage reports in the AWS Cost Management console. The correct answer is B. Use AWS Infrastructure Event Management (IEM) support. The correct action is to use AWS Infrastructure Event Management (IEM) support because it provides proactive assistance for planned events, such as product launches, helping enterprises prepare and manage their infrastructure to handle increased traffic effectively. This aligns with the needs of a company expecting a large increase in website traffic. Question 97. A company wants to launch multiple workloads on Oz. Each workload is related to a different business unit. The company wants to separate and track costs for each business unit. Which solution will meet these requirements with the least operational overhead? Option A. Use AWS organizations and create one account for each business unit. Option B. Use a spreadsheet to control the owners and cost of each resource. Option C. Use an Amazon Dynamo DB table to record costs for each business unit. Option D. Use the AWS billing console to assign owners to resources and track costs. The correct answer is A. Use AWS organizations and create one account for each business unit. Using AWS organizations with one account per business unit, option A, is the most efficient method as it leverages native AWS capabilities for cost separation and tracking, reducing operational overhead compared to manual or custom solutions like spreadsheets or DynamoDB tables. This approach aligns with AWS best practices for multi-account management and cost allocation. Question 98. A company wants a time series database service that makes it easier to store and analyze trillions of events each day. Which AWS service will meet this requirement? Option A. Amazon Neptune. Option B. Amazon TimeStream. Option C. Amazon Forecast. Option D. Amazon DocumentDB with MongoDB compatibility. The correct answer is B. Amazon TimeStream. Amazon TimeStream is specifically designed for time series data, capable of handling trillions of events per day efficiently. It simplifies the process of storing and querying time series data at scale, making it the most suitable choice for the company's requirement. Question 99. Which option is a shared control between Oz and the customer according to the Oz shared responsibility model? Option A. Configuration management. Option B. Physical and environmental controls. Option C. Data integrity authentication. Option D. Identity and access management. The correct answer is A. Configuration management. According to the Oz shared responsibility model, configuration management is a shared control between Oz and the customer. Oz provides tools like AWS Config for managing configurations, but the customer is responsible for defining and maintaining their own resource configurations. Question 100. A company often does not use all of its current Amazon EC2 capacity to run stateless workloads. The company wants to optimize its EC2 costs. Which EC2 instance type will meet these requirements? Option A, spot instances. Option B, dedicated instances. Option C, reserved instances. Option D, on-demand instances. The correct answer is A, spot instances. Spot instances allow a company to purchase unused EC2 instances at a discount of up to 90% off the regular rate for on-demand instances. This option is ideal when workloads are stateless and can tolerate interruptions, as it optimizes costs by taking advantage of available spare capacity in the AWS infrastructure. Question 101. A company wants to store data in Amazon S3. The company rarely accesses the data, and the data can be regenerated if necessary. The company wants to store the data in the most cost-effective storage class. Which S3 storage class will meet this requirement? Option A, S3 Standard. Option B, S3 Intelligent Tiering. Option C, S3 Standard Infrequent Access, S3 Standard II. Option D, S31 Zone Infrequent Access, S31 Zone II. The correct answer is D, S31 Zone Infrequent Access, S31 Zone II. According to AWS documentation, S31 Zone Infrequent Access, S31 Zone II, is designed for long-lived data that is accessed less frequently, but still requires rapid access when needed. It offers the lowest storage cost among the options provided, making it the most cost-effective choice for rarely accessed data that can be regenerated if necessary. Question 102. A company has migrated its workloads to AWS. The company wants to adopt AWS at scale and operate more efficiently and securely. Which AWS service or framework should the company use for operational support? Option A, AWS Support. Option B, AWS Cloud Adoption Framework, AWS CIF. Option C, AWS Managed Services, AMS. Option D, AWS Well-Architected Framework. The correct answer is C, AWS Managed Services, AMS. The correct answer is not C, but D according to AWS documentation. The AWS Well-Architected Framework provides a consistent approach for customers and partners to evaluate architectures and improve the performance of workloads by using best practices. It helps in operating more efficiently and securely at scale. Question 103. A company wants to provision and manage its AWS infrastructure by using the common programming languages TypeScript, Python, Java, and .NET. Which AWS service will meet this requirement? Option A, AWS Code Build. Option B, AWS CloudFormation. Option C, AWS CLI. Option D, AWS Cloud Development Kit, AWS CDK. The correct answer is D, AWS Cloud Development Kit, AWS CDK. The correct answer is D, AWS Cloud Development Kit, AWS CDK. The AWS CDK allows users to define infrastructure as code using familiar programming languages such as TypeScript, Python, Java, and .NET, which aligns with the company's requirement for provisioning and managing its AWS infrastructure using these common programming languages. Question 104. Which Amazon EC2 pricing model provides the most cost savings for an always-up, right-sized database server running for a project that will last 1 year? Option A, on-demand instances. Option B, convertible reserved instances. Option C, spot instances. Option D, standard reserved instances. The correct answer is D, standard reserved instances. Standard reserved instances provide the most cost savings for an always-up, right-sized database server running for a project that will last 1 year because they offer significant discounts compared to on-demand prices in exchange for a 1 or 3-year term. This pricing model is ideal for steady-state usage and long-term commitments. Question 105. A company has a physical tape library to store data backups. The tape library is running out of space. The company needs to extend the tape library's capacity to the AWS cloud. Which AWS service should the company use to meet this requirement? Option A, Amazon Elastic File System, Amazon EFS. Option B, Amazon Elastic Block Store, Amazon EBS. Option C, Amazon S3. Option D, AWS Storage Gateway. The correct answer is D, AWS Storage Gateway. AWS Storage Gateway is designed to bridge on-premises data centers with cloud-based storage, offering a way to seamlessly store backups in the AWS cloud while maintaining compatibility with existing backup applications and workflows that use tape libraries. This makes it the appropriate choice for extending the company's physical tape library capacity to the AWS cloud. Question 106. A company is using the AWS free tier for several AWS services for an application. What will happen if the free tier usage period expires or if the application use exceeds the free tier usage limits? Option A, the company will be charged the standard pay-as-you-go service rates for the usage that exceeds the free tier usage. Option B, AWS support will contact the company to set up standard service charges. Option C, the company will be charged for the services it consumed during the free tier period, plus additional charges for service consumption after the free tier period. Option D, the company's AWS account will be frozen and can be restarted after a payment plan is established. The correct answer is A, the company will be charged the standard pay-as-you-go service rates for the usage that exceeds the free tier usage. According to official AWS documentation, once the free tier usage limits are exceeded or the free tier expires, the customer will be charged standard pay-as-you-go rates for any additional usage. This means that there are no hidden charges for past free tier usage, and the account is not frozen. It continues to operate under regular pricing. Question 107. A company wants to monitor its workload performance. The company wants to ensure that the cloud services are delivered at a level that meets its business needs. Which AWS Cloud Adoption Framework, AWS CLF perspective will meet these requirements? Option A, business. Option B, governance. Option C, platform. Option D, operations. The correct answer is D, operations. The correct answer is D, operations. According to the AWS Cloud Adoption Framework, CLF, the operations perspective focuses on monitoring and managing workloads to ensure they perform as expected and meet business needs. This includes performance monitoring, which aligns with the company's requirement to monitor workload performance. Question 108. A company wants to migrate its applications to the AWS cloud. The company plans to identify and prioritize any business transformation opportunities and evaluate its AWS cloud readiness. Which AWS service or tool should the company use to meet these requirements? Option A, AWS Cloud Adoption Framework, AWS CLF. Option B, AWS Managed Services, AMS. Option C, AWS Well-Architected Framework. Option D, AWS Migration Hub. The correct answer is A, AWS Cloud Adoption Framework, AWS CIF? The correct answer is A, AWS Cloud Adoption Framework, AWS CIF. According to official AWS documentation, AWS CIF provides guidance and resources for identifying business transformation opportunities and evaluating cloud readiness, which aligns with the company's requirements. Question 109. A company needs an AWS service that provides a clear baseline of what the company runs in its on-premises data centers. The company needs the projected cost to run its on-premises workloads in the AWS cloud. What AWS service or tool will meet these requirements? Option A, AWS Compute Optimizer. Option B, AWS Cost Explorer. Option C, AWS Systems Manager Agent, SSM Agent. Option D, Migration Evaluator. The correct answer is D, Migration Evaluator. Migration Evaluator is part of the AWS Migration Suite and provides a clear baseline of what a company runs in its on-premises data centers, along with projected costs to run those workloads in the AWS cloud, meeting the specified requirements. Other options do not provide both the inventory of on-premises resources and cost projections for migration. Question 110. A company acquired another corporation. The company now has 2 AWS accounts. Which AWS service or tool can the company use to consolidate the billing for these 2 accounts? Option A, AWS Systems Manager. Option B, AWS Organizations. Option C, AWS License Manager. Option D, Cost Explorer. The correct answer is B, AWS Organizations. AWS Organizations is the service that allows you to centrally manage and govern multiple AWS accounts. By using organizations, a company can consolidate billing across these accounts under one bill, simplifying financial management. Question 111. A company wants to set up its workloads to perform their intended functions and recover quickly from failure. Which pillar of the AWS well-architected framework aligns with these goals? Option A, Performance Efficiency. Option B, Sustainability. Option C, Reliability. Option D, Security. The correct answer is C, Reliability. The correct answer is C, Reliability. According to the AWS well-architected framework, the reliability pillar focuses on the ability of a system to recover from infrastructure or service disruptions and minimize unplanned downtime. This aligns with the company's goal to perform intended functions and quickly recover from failure. Question 112. Which of the following is a managed AWS service that is used specifically for extract, transform, and load ETL data? Option A, Amazon Athena. Option B, AWS Glue. Option C, Amazon S3. Option D, AWS Snowball Edge. The correct answer is B, AWS Glue. AWS Glue is a managed ETL service by AWS that makes it easy to move data between various data stores and transforms the data for analytics or other purposes, as per official AWS documentation. Question 113. A company wants to migrate petabytes of data from its on-premises data center to AWS. The company does not want to use an internet connection to perform the migration. Which AWS service will meet these requirements? Option A, AWS DataSync. Option B, Amazon Connect. Option C, AWS Snowmobile. Option D, AWS Direct Connect. The correct answer is C, AWS Snowmobile. AWS Snowmobile is designed for petabyte-scale data migrations from on-premises to AWS without using the internet, making it suitable for the company's requirements as per official AWS documentation. Question 114. A company wants to receive alerts to monitor its overall operating costs for its AWS public cloud infrastructure. Which AWS offering will meet these requirements? Option A, Amazon Event Bridge. Option B, Compute Savings Plans. Option C, AWS Budgets. Option D, Migration Evaluator. The correct answer is C, AWS Budgets. AWS Budgets allows customers to set custom budgets for their overall AWS spending and receive alerts when costs or usage approaches or exceeds the specified amount, making it suitable for monitoring operating costs. Question 115. How does the AWS Enterprise Support Concierge team help users? Option A, supporting application development. Option B, providing architecture guidance. Option C, answering billing and account inquiries. Option D, answering questions regarding technical support cases. The correct answer is C, answering billing and account inquiries. The AWS Enterprise Support Concierge team assists users by answering billing and account inquiries, as stated in official AWS documentation. This dedicated support ensures that enterprise customers can efficiently manage their financial and administrative aspects related to AWS services. Question 116. A company wants to run a simulation for 3 years without interruptions. Which Amazon EC2 instance purchasing option will meet these requirements most cost-effectively? Option A, spot instances. Option B, reserved instances. Option C, dedicated hosts. Option D, on-demand instances. The correct answer is B, reserved instances. Reserved instances provide a capacity reservation with a significant discount compared to on-demand prices, making them the most cost-effective option for running workloads continuously over extended periods like 3 years without interruptions. Question 117. Which AWS service or resource can provide discounts on some AWS service costs in exchange for a spending commitment? Option A, Amazon Detective. Option B, AWS Pricing Calculator. Option C, Savings Plans. Option D, Basic Support. The correct answer is C, Savings Plans. Savings plans in AWS allow you to commit to a consistent amount of usage, either for compute instances or specific services, in exchange for lower prices, thus providing discounts on some AWS service costs. This is directly supported by official AWS documentation. Question 118. Which of the following are pillars of the AWS well-architected framework? Choose 2. Option A, high availability. Option B, performance efficiency. Option C, cost optimization. Option D, going global in minutes. Option E, continuous development. The correct answer is B, performance efficiency. According to the AWS well-architected framework, performance efficiency and cost optimization are 2 of the 5 pillars. These pillars guide the design and operation of reliable, secure, efficient, and cost-effective systems in the cloud. Question 119. A company wants to use Amazon EC2 instances to provide a static website to users all over the world. The company needs to minimize latency for the users. Which solution meets these requirements? Option A, use EC2 instances in multiple edge locations. Option B, use EC2 instances in the same availability zone, but in different AWS regions. Option C, use Amazon CloudFront with the EC2 instances configured as the source. Option D, use EC2 instances in the same availability zone, but in different AWS accounts. The correct answer is C, use Amazon CloudFront with the EC2 instances configured as the source. The correct answer is C, because using Amazon CloudFront with EC2 instances configured as the origin minimizes latency by serving content from the edge locations closest to the users, rather than always routing requests back to the origin server. Question 120. A team of researchers is going to collect data at remote locations around the world. Many locations do not have internet connectivity. The team needs to capture the data in the field and transfer it to the AWS cloud later. Which AWS service will support these requirements? Option A, AWS Outposts. Option B, AWS Transfer Family. Option C, AWS Snow Family. Option D, AWS Migration Hub. The correct answer is C, AWS Snow Family. The correct answer is C, AWS Snow Family. According to AWS documentation, the AWS Snow family, which includes services like AWS Snowball, is designed for securely and easily transferring large amounts of data into and out of the AWS cloud using physical storage devices. This makes it ideal for scenarios where internet connectivity is unreliable or unavailable. Question 121. Which of the following are benefits that a company receives when it moves an on-premises production workload to AWS? Choose 2. This is a select all that apply question. Option A, AWS trains the company's staff on the use of all the AWS services. Option B, AWS manages all security in the cloud. Option C, AWS offers free support from technical account managers, TAMs. Option D, AWS offers high availability. Option E, AWS provides economies of scale. The correct answers are D and E. AWS offers high availability by providing multiple availability zones within each region to deploy applications and data, reducing the risk of downtime. Additionally, AWS provides economies of scale through its vast infrastructure, allowing customers to benefit from lower costs due to shared resources across a large customer base. Question 122. A company has decided to adopt Amazon EC2 infrastructure and wants to scale various stateless services for short-term usage. Which EC2 pricing model is most cost-efficient to meet these requirements? Option A, spot instances. Option B, on-demand instances. Option C, reserved instances. Option D, dedicated hosts. The correct answer is A, spot instances. Spot instances are the most cost-efficient option for short-term usage of stateless services because they allow customers to bid on spare Amazon EC2 computing capacity at up to a 90% discount compared to on-demand prices, as per official AWS documentation. Question 123. Which of the following are benefits of AWS Trusted Advisor? Choose 2. This is a select all that apply question. Option A, access to Amazon Simple Queue Service, Amazon SQS. Option B, cost optimization recommendations. Option C, hourly refresh of the service limit checks. Option D, security checks. Option E, AWS Identity and Access Management, IAM approval management. The correct answers are B and D, according to AWS documentation. AWS Trusted Advisor provides real-time guidance to help you provision your resources following OZ best practices, enhance security, and improve the performance and reliability of your environment. Among its benefits are cost optimization recommendations and security checks. Question 124. A company wants to save costs by archiving data that is no longer frequently accessed by end users. Which Amazon S3 feature will meet this requirement? Option A, S3 versioning. Option B, S3 lifecycle. Option C, S3 object lock. Option D, S3 inventory. The correct answer is B, S3 lifecycle. The correct answer is B, S3 lifecycle. According to AWS documentation, Amazon S3 lifecycle allows you to transition objects between different storage classes based on conditions such as age or access frequency, which helps in reducing costs for infrequently accessed data. Question 125. Which cloud computing advantage is a company applying when it uses AWS regions to increase application availability to users in different countries? Option A, pay-as-you-go pricing. Option B, capacity forecasting. Option C, economies of scale. Option D, global reach. The correct answer is D, global reach. The correct answer is D, global reach. By using AWS regions to deploy applications closer to end users around the world, a company can improve application availability and performance for users in different countries, which exemplifies the advantage of global reach provided by cloud computing. Question 126. A company wants an AWS service to collect and process 10 TB of data locally and transfer the data to AWS. The company has intermittent connectivity, which AWS service will meet these requirements. Option A, AWS Database Migration Service, AWS DMS. Option B, AWS DataSync. Option C, AWS Backup. Option D, AWS Snowball Edge. The correct answer is D, AWS Snowball Edge. AWS Snowball Edge is designed to transfer large amounts of data between on-premises storage and AWS, making it suitable for the company's requirement to process 10 TB of data locally and transfer it to AWS even with intermittent connectivity. Other options like AWS DataSync require consistent network connections, which are not available in this scenario. Question 127. Which of the following is an AWS well-architected framework design principle for operational excellence in the AWS cloud? Option A, go global in minutes. Option B, make frequent, small, reversible changes. Option C, implement a strong foundation of identity and access management. Option D, stop spending money on hardware infrastructure for data center operations. The correct answer is B, make frequent, small, reversible changes. The correct answer is B because the AWS well-architected framework's principle of operational excellence emphasizes the importance of making frequent, small, reversible changes to improve systems continuously and quickly recover from failures. This approach supports agility and reliability in cloud operations. Question 128. What is a benefit of using AWS serverless computing? Option A, application deployment and management are not required. Option B, application security will be fully managed by AWS. Option C, monitoring and logging are not needed. Option D, management of infrastructure is offloaded to AWS. The correct answer is D, management of infrastructure is offloaded to AWS. Using AWS serverless computing, such as AWS Lambda, offloads the management of underlying infrastructure to AWS, allowing users to focus on writing code without worrying about server maintenance, scaling, or patching. Question 129. A developer wants AWS users to access AWS services by using temporary security credentials. Which AWS service or feature should the developer use to provide these credentials? Option A, IAM policies. Option B, IAM user groups. Option C, AWS Security Token Service, AWS STS. Option D, AWS IAM Identity Center, AWS Single Sign-On. The correct answer is C, AWS Security Token Service, AWS STS. The correct answer is C, AWS Security Token Service, AWS STS. According to official AWS documentation, AWS STS provides a web service that enables you to request temporary limited privilege credentials for AWS Identity and Access Management, IAM, users, federated users, and roles. Question 130. A global company wants to use a managed security service for protection from SQL injection attacks. The service also must provide detailed logging information about access to the company's e-commerce applications. Which AWS service will meet these requirements? Option A, AWS Network Firewall. Option B, Amazon RDS for SQL Server. Option C, Amazon Guard Duty. Option D, AWS WAF. The correct answer is D, AWS WAF. AWS WAF is designed to protect web applications from common web exploits and bots by filtering and controlling HTTP requests to your application. It can be configured to detect and block SQL injection attacks, and it integrates with Amazon CloudWatch for detailed logging of access attempts, meeting the company's requirements. Question 131. A company is migrating its on-premises server to an Amazon EC2 instance. The server must stay active at all times for the next 12 months. Which EC2 pricing option is the most cost-effective for the company's workload? Option A, on-demand. Option B, dedicated hosts. Option C, spot instances. Option D, reserved instances. The correct answer is D, reserved instances. Reserved instances provide significant discounts compared to on-demand prices when you know that the EC2 instance will be running continuously for a long period, such as 12 months in this case. This makes reserved instances the most cost-effective option for workloads with steady-state usage. Question 132. Which of the following is the customer's responsibility under the AWS shared responsibility model? Choose 2. This is a select all that apply question. Option A, maintain the configuration of infrastructure devices. Option B, maintain patching and updates within the hardware infrastructure. Option C, maintain the configuration of guest operating systems and applications. Option D, manage decisions involving encryption options. Option E, maintain infrastructure hardware. The correct answers are C and D under the AWS shared responsibility model. Customers are responsible for maintaining the configuration of guest operating systems and applications, Option C, and managing decisions involving encryption options, Option D. These responsibilities fall under the customer's purview as they relate to the security and management of their own data and software environments on Oz. Question 133. A company wants to verify if multi-factor authentication, MFI, is enabled for all users within its AWS accounts. Which AWS service or resource will meet this requirement? Option A, AWS Cost and Usage Report. Option B, IAM Credential Reports. Option C, AWS Artifact. Option D, Amazon CloudFront Reports. The correct answer is B, IAM Credential Reports. IAM Credential Reports provide a snapshot of all users in your account, including details about their access keys, MFI status, and password age. This makes IAM Credential Reports the appropriate tool to verify if multi-factor authentication, MFI, is enabled for all users within AWS accounts. Question 134. A company uses Oz security services and tools. The company needs a service to help manage the security alerts and must organize the alerts into a single dashboard. Which AWS service should the company use to meet these requirements? Option A, Amazon Guard Duty. Option B, Amazon Inspector. Option C, Amazon Macy. Option D, AWS Security Hub. The correct answer is D, AWS Security Hub. AWS Security Hub is the correct choice because it provides a comprehensive view of an organization's security state by automating the collection, organization, and prioritization of alerts from multiple Oz services and integrated third-party partners into a single dashboard. Question 135. A company wants to run its workloads in the AWS cloud effectively, reduce management overhead, and improve processes. Which AWS well-architected framework pillar represents these requirements? Option A, reliability. Option B, operational excellence. Option C, performance efficiency. Option D, cost optimization. The correct answer is B, operational excellence. The correct answer is B, operational excellence. According to the Oz well-architected framework, the pillar of operational excellence focuses on running and monitoring systems to deliver business value, which includes reducing management overhead and improving processes. Question 136. A company uses Amazon S3 to store records that can contain personally identifiable information, PII. The company wants a solution that can monitor all S3 buckets for PII and immediately alert staff about vulnerabilities. Which AWS service will meet these requirements? Option A, Amazon Guard Duty. Option B, Amazon Detective. Option C, Amazon Macy. Option D, AWS Shield. The correct answer is C, Amazon Macy. Amazon Macy is the correct choice because it uses machine learning to automatically discover, classify, and protect sensitive data in AWS, including PII in S3 buckets. It can monitor all S3 buckets for PII and alert staff about vulnerabilities or potential data exposures. Question 137. Which Oz service allows users to download security and compliance reports about the AWS infrastructure on demand? Option A, Amazon Guard Duty. Option B, AWS Security Hub. Option C, AWS Artifact. Option D, AWS Shield. The correct answer is C, AWS Artifact. AWS Artifact is the correct answer because it provides on-demand access to various security and compliance documents, such as SOC reports and attestation packages, which are related to the infrastructure that supports all of AWS. Question 138. An external auditor has requested that a company provide a list of all its IAM users, including the status of users' credentials and access keys. What is the simplest way to provide this information? Option A. Create an IAM user account for the auditor, granting the auditor administrator permissions. Option B. Take a screenshot of each user's page in the AWS Management Console, then provide the screenshots to the auditor. Option C. Download the IAM credential report, then provide the report to the auditor. Option D. Download the AWS Trusted Advisor report, then provide the report to the auditor. The correct answer is C. Download the IAM credential report, then provide the report to the auditor. The simplest way to provide a list of all IAM users, along with their credentials and access keys status, is by downloading the IAM credential report option C. This method directly provides comprehensive information about IAM user credentials in an easily accessible format, as per AWS documentation. Question 139. Which task can a company perform by using security groups in the AWS cloud? Option A. Allow access to an Amazon EC2 instance through only a specific port. Option B. Deny access to malicious IP addresses at a subnet level. Option C. Protect data that is cached by Amazon CloudFront. Option D. Apply a stateless firewall to an Amazon EC2 instance. The correct answer is A. Allow access to an Amazon EC2 instance through only a specific port. Security groups in AWS function as virtual firewalls that control inbound and outbound traffic to AWS resources, such as Amazon EC2 instances. They can be configured to allow access through specific ports, making option A the correct answer according to AWS documentation. Question 140. A company plans to run a compute-intensive workload that uses graphics processing units, GPUs. Which Amazon EC2 instance type should the company use? Option A. Accelerated computing. Option B. Compute optimized. Option C. Storage optimized. Option D. General purpose. The correct answer is A. Accelerated computing. The correct answer is A. Accelerated computing. According to AWS documentation, accelerated computing instance types are designed for workloads that can benefit from GPU hardware, such as graphics-intensive applications, making them suitable for compute-intensive tasks using GPUs. Question 141. Which of the following are features of network ACLs as they are used in the AWS cloud? Choose 2. This is a select all that apply question. Option A, they are stateless. Option B, they are stateful. Option C, they evaluate all rules before allowing traffic. Option D, they process rules in order, starting with the lowest numbered rule when deciding whether to allow traffic. Option E, they operate at the instance level. The correct answers are A and D according to AWS documentation. Network ACLs are stateless option A, meaning a separate rule is required for return traffic. Additionally, they process rules in order, starting with the lowest numbered rule when deciding whether to allow traffic option D. Question 142. Which capabilities are in the platform perspective of the AWS Cloud Adoption Framework, AWS CIF? Choose 2. This is a select all that apply question. Option A, performance and capacity management. Option B, data engineering. Option C, continuous integration and continuous delivery, CI/CD. Option D, infrastructure protection. Option E, change and release management. The correct answers are B and C according to the AWS Cloud Adoption Framework, AWS CIF. The platform perspective focuses on building a robust technology foundation for cloud adoption. Data engineering and continuous integration, continuous delivery, CI/CD, are listed as key capabilities under this perspective, supporting data-driven decision-making and automated software delivery pipelines respectively. Question 143. According to the AWS shared responsibility model, the customer is responsible for applying the latest security updates and patches for which of the following? Option A, Amazon DynamoDB. Option B, Amazon EC2 instances. Option C, Amazon RDS instances. Option D, Amazon S3. The correct answer is B, Amazon EC2 instances. According to the AWS shared responsibility model, for Amazon EC2 instances, customers are responsible for applying security updates and patches because they have full control over the operating system and applications running on these instances. Question 144. Which Amazon S3 storage class is most cost-effective for unknown access patterns? Option A, S3 Standard. Option B, S3 Standard Infrequent Access, S3 Standard II. Option C, S3 One Zone Infrequent Access, S3 One Zone II. Option D, S3 Intelligent Tiering. The correct answer is D, S3 Intelligent Tiering. S3 Intelligent Tiering automatically moves data to the most cost-effective access tier, either frequent or infrequent, based on the access patterns of data objects without performance impact. This makes it the most cost-effective option for unknown access patterns as it optimizes costs by adjusting to how often data is accessed. Question 145. Which options are AWS Cloud Adoption Framework, AWS CIF Security Perspective capabilities? Choose 2. This is a select all that apply question. Option A, observability. Option B, incident and problem management. Option C, incident response. Option D, infrastructure protection. Option E, availability and continuity. The correct answers are C and D according to AWS documentation. The AWS Cloud Adoption Framework, AWS CIF, security, perspective capabilities include incident response and infrastructure protection. These capabilities are designed to help organizations manage security incidents effectively and protect their infrastructure against threats. Question 146. A company has a managed IAM policy that does not grant the necessary permissions for users to accomplish required tasks. How can this be resolved? Option A, enable AWS Shield Advanced. Option B, create a custom IAM policy. Option C, use a third-party web application firewall, WAF, managed rule from the AWS Marketplace. Option D, use AWS Key Management Service, AWS KMS, to create a customer-managed key. The correct answer is B, create a custom IAM policy. The correct answer is B because creating a custom IAM policy allows administrators to define specific permissions that users need to perform their tasks, addressing the issue of insufficient permissions in the existing managed policy. AWS Shield Advanced A, third-party WAF managed rules C, and AWS KMS customer-managed keys. D. Do not directly address IAM permission issues. Question 147. Who is responsible for managing IAM user access and secret keys according to the AWS shared responsibility model? Option A, IAM access and secret keys are static, so there is no need to rotate them. Option B, the customer is responsible for rotating keys. Option C, AWS will rotate the keys whenever required. Option D, the AWS support team will rotate keys when requested by the customer. The correct answer is B, the customer is responsible for rotating keys. According to the AWS shared responsibility model, the customer is responsible for managing and rotating IAM user access and secret keys. This ensures that the customer maintains control over their security practices and can adhere to best practices such as regularly updating credentials. Question 148. A company needs to run a pre-installed third-party firewall on an Amazon EC2 instance. Which AWS service or feature can provide this solution? Option A, network ACLs. Option B, security groups. Option C, AWS Marketplace. Option D, AWS Trusted Advisor. The correct answer is C, AWS Marketplace. AWS Marketplace provides a catalog of software listings from independent software vendors that can be deployed as Amazon Machine Images, AMIs, on Amazon EC2 instances. This allows the company to run a pre-installed third-party firewall directly on an EC2 instance. Question 149. Which AWS cloud benefit gives a company the ability to quickly deploy cloud resources to access compute, storage, and database infrastructures in a matter of minutes? Option A, elasticity. Option B, cost savings. Option C, agility. Option D, reliability. The correct answer is C, agility. Agility is the AWS cloud benefit that allows a company to quickly deploy cloud resources, including compute, storage, and database infrastructures, in a matter of minutes, enabling faster innovation and responsiveness. Question 150. Which of the following is entirely the responsibility of AWS according to the AWS shared responsibility model? Option A, security awareness and training. Option B, development of an IAM password policy. Option C, patching of the guest operating system. Option D, physical and environmental controls. The correct answer is D, physical and environmental controls. According to the AWS shared responsibility model, physical and environmental. Thanks for watching. Subscribe for more cloud cert lessons, and I'll see you in the next one.